I don't know. I've been through a lot this year. The rest of my cousins just don't give a fuck about me. They have different priorities, and so do I. So that's why I'm here. I'm just here to tell what I feel. The depression is heavy. I can't sleep with thinking of what's happening the next day. These motherfuckers be standing on all corners picking me apart like a fucking mummy. Bitch, I ain't no mummy, but I sure as hell gotta kick your ass so fast that I can't fucking blink. Fuck you for thinking of doing that shit. I'm gonna die slowly as the days go by. My time's almost up, but I'm gonna make every last one of my moment right. I don't want to fight these bastards, but the way the shit is today, I'm gonna have to defend myself. If I get in major trouble, then them damn teachers can suck my fucking dicks. I will defend myself from any motherfucker that tries to harm me or my homies, and I ain't playing around when I say that type of shit. You bastards better step on my fucking balls to leave me alone. And if you bitch don't fucking leave me alone, I'll stab your fucking nuts and see how that shit feels, bitch. It's isolation. I must be isolated from the outside world. It's just gonna make shit worse if I look at the TV screens. It's isolation. I must be isolated from the outside world. It's just gonna make shit worse if I look at the TV screens. It's isolation. I must be isolated from the outside world. It's just gonna make shit worse if I look at the TV screens. It's isolation. See, what really scares me the most is that sometimes I might lash out and do some things that are really unexpected. This isn't the only time I've been depressed as hell. When I made my Pills LP album last year, I got so depressed that I just wanted to kill myself. I felt like I'm down to the last straw with the fucking world. The world is treating me like shit, and all the record dealers turn my shit down. That's why I can't rise to fame very quickly. I gotta do the shit on my own through promotions and shit. The only way I can rise to fame is if I do more of what I do and devote all my time into the shit. I said I started this as a fucking hobby, but now it's more than that to me. No one's gonna fucking stop me from rapping these fucking songs. Nobody's gonna fucking tear me apart. I'm gonna stand up for what I believe in and keep on doing it. Even if I piss the fucking world off, I won't care. All I care about is making these fucking songs. It's isolation. I must be isolated from the outside world. It's just gonna make shit worse if I look at the TV screens. It's isolation. I must be isolated from the outside world. It's just gonna make shit worse if I look at the TV screens. It's isolation. I must be isolated from the outside world. It's just gonna make shit worse if I look at the TV screens. It's isolation. I must be isolated from the outside world. It's just gonna make shit worse if I look at the TV screens. It's isolation. I must be isolated from the outside world. Another thing that just completely pisses me off is when people just don't treat me well. Like, some people just act all rude and shit to me. Like, it's just like, it's hard for me to cope with that. The rap game is getting more brutal and fatal as the years go by. Salvation and me have a beef between us, but I don't really care. Salvation does what he does, as long as he keeps my fucking name out of his fucking mouth. I'm gonna do the same. There's many times where I've wanted rise to fame, but there's also been many times where I've been almost fucking killed out here on the streets of such a These Mexican kids taking over. Now that Lord Dundas is dead, my crew just fell apart. Toxic 12 is now no more. All I have left is just a cardboard. He's going through some hard shit just like me, but for him, that's not intense. But for me, it's way worse. I try to numb the pain with the kush, but sometimes I have to revert to these starter doses. I gotta say, Just Incredible's the only cousin who's been there for me. The rest of my cousins are just too fucking pussy to hang out with me because they are jealous of what I become and know that they can't all reach my fucking level. Their suppression has driven me into isolation. It's isolation. I must be isolated from the outside world. It's just gonna make shit worse if I look at the TV screens. It's isolation. I must be isolated from the outside world. It's just gonna make shit worse if I look at the TV screens. It's isolation. I must be isolated from the outside world. It's just gonna make shit worse if I look at the TV screens. It's isolation. I must be isolated from the outside world. It's just gonna make shit worse if I look at the TV screens.